Here's some stuff you need to know.
Hey, my name's John Jones, and today we're going to show you how to trim a door and get it installed. So first, we're going to start with our door laying flat on the sawhorses, and then we're going to measure from the bottom of the door to the top of the door so that we can get our trim measured and cut properly. So we'll start at the bottom, and then we have, if you look, there's a notch right there. So we're at 81 1/4 is what we're going to cut our trim. And so we'll get the side pieces cut, and then once we get the side pieces cut and nailed on, we'll measure for our top trim and get it put on. So next we're going to go ahead and put the door casing on the door while it's laying flat. It's a little bit easier that way, so whenever we go to install the door, one side's already done, and it'll help us actually make it for an easier install. So first we're going to take the trim, and we have, once again, you have the line. So we're going to start at the top of the door, and we're going to line it up right on that line and match it up with the line on the top. So whenever we shoot this in, we want to make sure that we shoot the nail straight in so that it doesn't shoot out the side of the door, and we'll nail the trim on all the way down, making sure that we stay on the line all the way down that's on the jamb. And do the next side. Once again, starting at the top of the door. Okay, next we'll get the top piece or the header cut. And the reason why we're doing that now is because we want to make sure that we have a good, accurate measurement so our joints here on our angles are good and tight. So when I measure this, we're 24.5 inches. I like to burn an inch off of my tape measure to get a more accurate cut. So we'll hold on 25.5 and mark 1 inch. All right, so next we're going to make sure that everything fits and lines up the way it should. And then first on this, we're going to go ahead and shoot the bottom corner. So it's top corner here. Okay, and then what I like to do, just to make sure that our door here, our trim is nice and flush, is I like to line it up now and shoot it in from the top. We're nice and flush here so that we don't have an overlap or the trim hanging over. And then coming over here, shoot the next corner. And same thing, shoot it from the top. And then go ahead and nail off the header. Okay, now we're ready to go set the door in place. All right, so we'll get the door set into the opening here. The first thing we're gonna do is make sure everything's checked for level. Level up our hinges here. Right there, the door is level. The door needs to come up just a little bit though, so that the top of our reveal will match all the way across. All right, and then, now that we have our trim on already, it makes it a little bit easier for us to actually install the door once we get plumbed up, because we can shoot the trim to the wall. Once we got our reveal right, and the door is level, Now, we'll do the hinge or the jam side. We're going to get a reveal across top. We want to make sure that the reveal across or down the door is the same too. So we want to watch that as we nail the door off. Making sure that we keep our gap here consistent. That way the door won't rub whenever it opens and closes. And there you go. Now your door's installed.
Hey, for more quick tips like these, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to thipro.com.